We were just watching in the studio. We were watching a
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. We're watching Where Are They Now video from The Last Dragon, 1985. Easily one of the greatest karate movies, kung fu movies.
I love it. Right now we're seeing Vanity. If you remember Vanity,
but it's the shittiest Where Are They Now video because it's just they do no research. There's like, hey, remember this character? Yeah, we don't know where he is.
They go, she did not win an award for Last Dragon, and
I have no idea
where she went.
This is clearly made before IMDb because they were like,
I probably find out much more now.
I know 3 things, and then the rest is a mystery. Welcome to the show. What do we talk about here? I was
fucking totally sunk into this
I thought you were
Last
over
Dragon discussion. No way, dude.
Well, we talk about The Last Dragon.
The number here, we should say.
Okay.
Here at Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95, 844-COMEDY-9, 844-COMEDY-9.
Yeah! When I say, who is the master, you say... 844-266-3399.
Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest, most low down around this town?
Yeah. Leroy. I just like the way he says Leroy. I wanted my name to be that. Leroy. We were talking about how his glow wears off at the very end. It starts shorting out.
He gets the fritz.
He's like, man, I didn't. Sure enough, forgot to pay his glow bill.
It's funny how racist it is. If you remember in the beginning of The Last Dragon, if you don't know, out there is a black karate movie in the 80s. It's the perfect storm of awesome things that happen in a movie.
It is pretty much like, I want to call it an Asian exploitation black movie. Is that the proper way to say it?
Yeah,
They just exploit Asian culture, and it's a black...
But it's not done ironically.
No.
It's just a Harlem kung fu movie.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
But modern time, it's not like grab the stone from my hand, but they put that in there, sort of.
Yes, they do. They do a lot of that.
Somewhere in Harlem, apparently, there was one black guy dressing like a little, very racist, like an old Asian man.
Yeah. Well, he's wearing the silk pants and the rice hat.
The rice hat.
Yeah.
He walked around. It was so non-threatening that Asian people made fun of him.
Yeah.
Asian breakdancer people that were all weirdly fat and wearing see-through mesh sleeveless shirts.
Yeah, they had Dominican tank tops on, and they were wearing...
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that movie is if Leroy walked around dressed like that now in Williamsburg, they'd be like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, oh no, there he would be okay, but I don't know if Harlem's still a good walk for him.
No.
But you remember when Shonuff, who's the bad guy, the bad guy is 140-pound, 6'8" tall dude
who wears 1980s linebacker shoulder pads under silk.
Under silk, looks like Michael Jackson's pajamas.
Yeah, he really looks like a very gay man waking up from a nap.
Yes, like an eccentric gay man.
Yeah, he's like, where are my lovers? Where did my lovers go?
Instead, he walks around with a multi-racial gang of misfits
who all are attractive.
Yes, they're all and they all they yell "Shonuff" after he gives them instructions to do so.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, I ain't done. Yeah, I like the way he just clawed it up. Now that I'm single, I'm going to try to implement Shonuff fucking.
I just want to get... Is there a way we can get him talking at all? It's so great.
In the middle of it, I just want to go, Leroy! What about when he fucks up Daddy Green's pizza? Well, he doesn't. All of his
people do the thing he does.
Minions.
There's a... we were laughing before. There's that girl, that shitty music that she's playing.
She's like, Mr. Arcadia, I want to test drive.
But he goes, who's this bitch? No, he looked there and he goes, what the fuck is this?
It's on the TV.
And it's on the TV. And he goes, shut up, bitch. And then he kicks it. He kicks the jukebox.
Perfect sidekick.
But I'm still never convinced that he didn't think that the girl was in there when he was kicking it.
Why is the lady inside the box singing?
She can't hear you, right? Shut up, bitch.
That didn't hurt her. No, she's not there right now, Shonuff. That'd be great to be the practical guy in Shonuff's crew. Hey, Show? Yeah, hey, it's Roger. We grew up together. You gotta stop kicking jukeboxes, man. You're gonna hurt your foot.
I don't know if we can just walk into a pizza place and completely destroy it.
Yeah, those are your money makers, man. You can't be kicking jukeboxes.
Well, the big deal was also Bruce Leroy, main character, apparently had the talent to catch bullets with his teeth.
Well, I mean, if you watch the movie, that is...
Well, spoiler alert.
30 years later, spoiler alert.
That's kind of why I set it up so dramatically. They say he can catch bullets with his teeth.
Watch the movie. Will he find the glow? Is he the last dragon?
If you remember when Shona first walks up to him, it's so like, these are things that would be like problems about now. If somebody saw a movie where he does this, when he walks up to Bruce Leroy the first time in a movie theater, he goes, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about the what's up, Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, now you know how many angry letters that would get written to the studio?
Oh, you do terrible thing, right? Terrible thing movie. Yeah, make me angry.
Yeah, it's like, well, apparently there's a bunch of Laotians that said about this in Detroit.
Only true master can get the grow.
Yeah.
You throw away secret.
Shonuff had the glow the whole time.
He did.
The whole goddamn time. Ooh, let that roll a little bit.
It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work.
It's a way of life. When you got the glow. This doesn't happen anymore, by the way. Like a soundtrack made for the movie, like the songs are about the movie.
Yeah, Dr. Dre just put out an album that is a soundtrack for the NWA movie, and it's not really a soundtrack. It's just a Dr. Dre album. It's a great album. It's an awesome album.
Is it great? I haven't heard it yet.
It's awesome, but it's not like this where there's the song based on something in the movie.
Yeah, no, that just doesn't happen at all anymore. No. Are there other movies where, I mean, it's like...
No, not recently. I can't think of any.
Yeah, so Stallone movies, like Frank Stallone would write songs for
the Expendables?
Did he?
I don't know.
I don't know if he did, but I know he did Frank Stallone did a lot of great shitty songs.
Hey Frank, we're gonna do an Expendables 4. You think you can put together like a soundtrack or something about guns and bombs going off? How about old men with tattoos that look super cool?
Frank Stallone was actually on the show Z-Rock I was on for an episode, and I met him with the producers of that show.
Is he talking about a stroke or getting a glow?
When you got the stroke.
Go over to a mirror and smile. See if both ends of your mouth curl up.
Can you roll your tongue? You can't? Better call
Put your hands up in the air. If you're nervous, if your hands feel numb.
If you smell burning hair, call your doctor.
When you got the stroke, then your body fails.
You're tasting nickels.
It's a wonderful. Because you're having a stroke. Call your doctor, you're having a stroke.
Where's your bracelet? Because you're having a stroke.
Your hands are moves and feeling. Sure enough.
When you get into a movie like that, The Last Dragon, do you think your career's like... It's ready to go to some next level shit?
Yeah, I think that's...
Shonuff did some other things. He had a modicum of success in this business.
A lot of the people in that movie did other things. Ernie Reyes Jr. was in it.
Stunt guy, mainly. I mean, he definitely had some stuff. Sidekicks.
He was great.
Chuck Norris, something.
He was in Ninja Turtles.
He was inside one of the turtle costumes.
He was one of the turtles. We're going to get the phones fixed. Sorry for that, Dave. Call back later, because we'll still be talking about it.
Yeah,
we're two potheads.
We're doing 2 hours of Last Dragon shit.
Oh,
so
Last
remember
Dragon.
The scene when we're not going to be on the microphone? We're just going to be in here like karate.
No, he didn't kick him like that.
This show sucks.
Yeah, why is it just a bunch of dudes breathing hard?
It's here in the background. He goes, yeah.
Ow.
Am I the master? Shonuff.
But I feel bad for kids now because I don't think kids get awesome movies like that. Like movies where you just like anyone generationally that knew that movie gets excited when you talk about it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like they will not make a movie of that caliber seriously anymore.
Yeah, because of all the technology now.
It's just like, it won't be so. It's like a Last Dragon remake will cost. I mean, have to guess 10 times the amount of what making The Last Dragon costs.
I would go more than that. And if they do that, and here's the thing that sucks now is now movies are so soulless that instead of writing like a fucking weird movie like that, they'd be like, let's just redo that movie.
Yeah, or take an old TV show and make a shitty movie.
Yeah, because like you think about it, who the fuck pitched that movie?
It's ridiculous.
Who walked into a boardroom and was like, guys, I don't know if you know this. Kung Fu is popular in black neighborhoods.
Yeah. Black people love karate. Black people love black people.
We're going to give them both.
They are okay if there's some Asian people around, if there's karate involved.
Yeah. Found out that gentrification is possible between Asians and blacks if karate is involved.
If somehow karate is involved.
Sir, what are we going to call it? Simple. Something with dragon.
I mean, I bet to some degree, and I don't know if I've never even heard an interview where he said this before, but I mean, the Wu-Tang Clan's whole thing is derived off of like the Kung Fu movie thing, obviously. That's a no-brainer. But I mean, I wonder like how influential with their age like that movie was. Like that was probably their dream movie when they were kids.
I guarantee that movie was a part. It has to be at least partial inspiration for the Wu-Tang.
Oh,
think about that. That's
it's
crazy.
9 Bruce Leroys.
That's hilarious.
Well, 8 Bruce Leroys and 1 Shonuff. That was the RZA.
Yeah, RZA was definitely Shonuff.
RZA was Shonuff. Because he had to glow.
But that's, you know what? I just put that together. I don't know why I'm just like a dumb stoner, but that really is blowing my mind that 2 of my favorite things were like one of my favorite things was influenced by another one of my favorite things.
Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan's definitely influenced by The Last Dragon. But some people don't know, but I'm always blown away by that when people don't know. But I watched the time of movies in the 80s, like that time, the 80s.
Yeah.
Are just
steroid action flicks.
It's amazing there's still cancer because the difference in movie making even now, like movie theater movies were like Lionheart, Bloodsport.
They gonna kill you, Lionheart!
Oh, the wrong bet.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
I bet it all on that big goofy motherfucker.
Andre the Giant Jr. gonna kill you, Lionheart.
Lay down before this mutton chops mongrel punches your face off.
I don't know if you know this, but I was a French legionnaire.
No, I have to save my freckly sister-in-law.
Did you know my the little girl from Growing Pains is my niece, and I love her, and I have weird sexual chemistry with my dead brother's wife. That was the weirdest part about Lionheart. You're like, he's gonna fuck his dead brother's wife.
The little girl? Trivia?
From Growing Pains.
Boom.
I just said that. The little girl from Growing Pains. You, of all people, should know I would never in my life wear black silk underwear. That's from Double Impact.
Yeah, black silk underwear.
Dude, my friend Sumner does the greatest Jean-Claude Van Damme impression. He's not even a comic. He just does a fucking perfect one where he's like, why don't you go back to Disneyland with your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear?
I just do I do the impression of the slow-mo punch he threw at the end of everything. Like,
the sweat comes off, and he's just jacked and all oiled up.
Doing some fucking scissor split.
So who wins in a fight? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Lionheart versus Bruce Leroy. Both urban warriors.
Can we throw Channing Tatum in the Lionheart remake?
No, they're not doing a Lionheart remake.
They did it already. The Fighters, a Lionheart remake.
That's not a Lionheart remake, though.
Yes, he's not a French legionnaire. He's a poor wigger kid.
Yeah, does he wake up with a sexy woman with a boy haircut on a fucking Bowflex?
No, remember that?
Yeah, he woke up all
fake Drago's wife.
And he goes, where are my clothes? I didn't think you'd need them anymore.
Stuffed them in my butthole. Go get them. You rich people are very weird.
You rich people really like to take clothes and shove them up your butts.
You shove them in your buttholes. How little you care.
Can I
you see, my toilet paper is chiffon dress.
I want to pull all of my clothes out of your butt like a handkerchief out of a magician's sleeve.
But those movies, like, even like missing like a Chuck Norris movie would
wouldn't have a fucking film career.
There's no career.
There's no way he gets away with Delta Force. There's no way.
I love Delta Force.
Who fucking doesn't?
But, by
the way, if you're born after 1996, this conversation means jack shit to you right now.
Or no, if you had good parents, they would take you back to this shit.
Oh, look it up.
If you had good parents, they would take you back to those movies.
You think so?
If you have good parents, yeah. My daughter, 5 years old, made her watch Child's Play alone. That's how she learns what good movie making is.
Locked her in the basement, put on Chucky, no lights. You know what else I did? Threw some dolls behind the couch.
Just to spice shit up, man. Gotta keep her on her toes.
Fishing wire. Dolls on fishing wire. Pull them across the room as she's watching Child's Play.
Child Protective Services asks, why does your daughter have such separation anxiety and terrified to go away for a day?
Yeah, your daughter howls like a bloodhound at the door.
She screamed and kicked and cried for every day of soccer camp last year. She does not like going away. Last Dragon, I was pretty young, man. 85 it came out?
Dude, I was watching The Last Boys.
85, I was 7 years old. 8 years old. I was 8 years old when Last Dragon came out, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. But Delta Force, I love it. All those movies, but I mean, like, the lightning in a bottle that Steven Seagal must feel for what of a joke he is of a human being now.
I type wrong place.
But I mean, like, Hard to Kill. These movies were in theaters. This would be straight to Cinemax movies almost.
It's called the Steven Seagal Triangle. It happened to be perfect. The early 90s were a time where ponytails were accepted. Fluttering hand movement was badass.
A man doing very, very slow motions.
Aikido, which is basically just hand slapping and over your hip throwing.
I took Aikido one day, and they fucking this old man beat me up with a staff. And I left. Then went back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. They go, today we do a weapons.
What?
And he fucking threw me a staff, and he just started showing me. He's like doing like the click, click, click slow, and then he just fucking did the old like sweep my thing and like hit me in the chest sort of with the staff. And I went down. I was like my grandmother dropped me off in her Buick, and I was like, I want my mom. And my friend, I had a friend with me.
How old are you?
It's like 19. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
that would be fun. How great would that be? I want my mom.
What happened to
this
Jay?
old man beat me up. No, I was probably like 10, 11, something like that.
Was your friend in the class, or did your friend watch you just take a whoop?
I think he had already taken it.
So he knew. He's like, yeah, why don't we go on Weapons Day?
Yeah, let's go on Weapons Day.
Hey, Jay, you know what's a good first day is Weapons Day.
We're just gonna do a sweep.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you go against my friend Jay? The fake laugh, the fake menacing laugh.
Get Lionheart playing here in the background. It is great.
I mean, you know what I love about 80s action movies? The blood. There it is. He always does like, yeah!
Also the slowness of the fight, like how slow and calculated you could be.
Oh, but I was going to say blood.
Calling your shot like fucking Babe Ruth on someone's face.
Blood always comes out the corner of their eye perfectly. It's never like a gross cut. And then I love the Kurt Warner's wife face.
Van Damme's the king of the also touch the nose blood.
Oh yeah,
and now it's on. Like, oh, I'm bleeding now. Now time to turn up the juice.
I know I'm breathing hard because my rib is broken.
I did not expect to get bloody nose.
But now I can kick you very high. My ribs are hurt. Oh, my ribs hurt very bad.
I have to get back to the French for a lesion.
Let me punch you in the mutton chops.
Also, I think that with movies like that, I'm not saying there's not nudity in blockbuster movies.
Yeah,
there are.
But there was,
but there was lots of nudity in. If you saw horror, you were definitely getting
tits.
At least tits.
Bush probably.
Action film. Tits for sure.
And can I tell you?
Show enough.
The great part about 80s action movie titties was they gave you titties. It wasn't like an artistic thing where they were like now they'll show like you'd be like, did I see nipple? They were like, hey, here's tits.
Yeah, they go full shot.
That was so great being a young boy.
Gratuitous,
and just the worst sex scenes, but. Almost sex scenes like they were blocked, like they were filmed for young boys to jerk off to. Where they're like, just hold her up, and then just like...
No, it really is. Yeah, it's also because that was the thing. It wasn't done as a... the role called for some nudity, so I did some nudity. It was like this scene's going to be like right before Jason comes in to kill the boyfriend.
You're getting pounded,
and we're going to have a real tight shot on those titals, and they're going to be really hopping up and down.
I'm sorry, Julie.
It's the only point of the scene.
Cut. Listen, next take, we are going to need you to really show some tits.
I'm going to have to grease those up with ball mayonnaise. It's a brand. Don't make it dirty.
But now they're like, hey, can we get just a little bit of side tit and some shadow?
Yeah, that's it. Even with somebody who's not like well known.
Yeah.
The nude, you have to get like, isn't it like Game of Thrones like employs porn stars so they can have nudity?
They do more gratuitous nudity than anybody, but then it's like...
But even that, isn't it like...
Isn't it weird that there's something about the time period that doesn't do it for me, where I just see titties and
I don't care.
I just think about how woolly their bush is.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I like that, but I mean, I don't care about tits in a realm far away.
They're like, don't you understand the ladder? And you're like, yeah, whatever. Can I just enjoy these titties for a little bit?
Show me some incestuous beef, or what's up?
the dirt bag in Westeros.
And how crazy is it what it takes away when you find out like there's nudity on a show like that, and they go, well, the girl's a porn star, and you're like, well, now I don't even care about the nudity at all.
Oh, that's what she does?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, to her, that's nothing.
We have Garth from Indiana. I believe I know who Garth is. I think I know Garth.
I love
my boy Garth. Yeah, Garth.
Garth or something.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, buddy? How are you? I saw what you want to talk about, and I'm way happy to jump back into this topic.
Hell yeah, man. You guys are right in my 80s wheelhouse here.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what we figured we would go with all day today is 80s action movies and 80s rock and roll.
Fucking A, right. So, The Last Dragon, you guys talking about a bunch of the characters. You can't leave out Bruce Leroy's little brother and how much a smartass he was and ball buster of his older brother.
Oh, I can't believe, he was so, against him. First of all, I love the insults back then. He called him, a coolie.
Yeah.
Yo, your brother's a coolie.
But he really would do the thing where he would do the perfect young black teenager thing where accurately bust your balls, where you'd feel bad about however you were. Because he was like, look at him, man. And I remember he would talk so much shit until Vanity gave him any love. That's not the little brother.
He was all about it. Yeah, he was all about it.
Go to Last Dragon's little brother. That's Ernie Reyes. You're not going to find it there, Jacob.
No,
the producer on the there. YouTube wheel. We're just trying to direct him to find the clip of the little brother.
Oh, let me tell you something. You know what I identified most with in that movie is the little brother had two friends that followed him around.
Yes.
And there was a fat white kid who wore a fucking, I'm going to call them dungarees. They were such thick jeans.
Do you remember?
And a jean jacket. And at one point, they go, let's try to sneak in. This is the scene that actually would hit me. It's the same feeling I have about the movie Angus, where I identify too much with it.
Oh, no.
And it makes me sad. This fucking fat kid, they all, the two other kids like jump up, like to climb up some dumpster.
It's up to sneak into the dance club.
Yeah.
They go up the fire escape. But
it's not, they have to climb up just like a little half wall.
Yeah.
And just like a fat kid getting out of a pool that I always had to do, he has to roll his he has to half get out and then roll his belly over. He has to roll onto his side. It's so ridiculous looking. I'm like, oh, that's how I would have to climb that half wall too when I was that age.
Yeah, that's that was the meanest thing about that. I never realized that. You identified with guys like you would watch Angus and I'd be like, I would watch it and I would always see like the nerdy tall kid and I'd be like, oh, that's.
Oh, really?
You try to identify with the.
You were the redheaded big ears kid?
Yeah, that's who I identify. I had a huge head.
And I was your friend you would hang out with?
Yeah. I would
go get him, Big J. Fade into you.
I loved Angus.
Oh, Grandpa died. That's a sad movie. By the way, Garth, you're still listening. Bad news. It looks like. Did I just see that right on the screen for a second? Is the little brother dead?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh Christ! Is your car accident?
I'm still here. Oh no!
It's very, very possible. That's not the brother. I missed the show enough. Yeah.
Bad news and the happy news. Dan, hopefully come see you in Bloomington October 8th, man.
Yeah, dude.
Boom. Thanks for calling, Garth.
I'll see you there, right. Garth. And
Later,
if you're in the Indiana area, I'll be in Bloomington at the Comedy Attic in October 8th through the 11th.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Boom. Oh, shit.
This is Ernie Reyes. This isn't the little brother. Jacob!
Jacob!
It's
You know the movie.
You know the movie.
Leo O'Brien.
There it is. Leo O'Brien?
Yeah.
Oh, Leo O'Brien.
That's Richie. Did he die? He died?
Yeah. October
41
10th.
in Manhattan.
No. We're standing on the ground. Sounds like a murder mystery.
Yeah. How are we going to solve the crime? Well, good news is I'm sure Bruce Leroy is on the streets making sure that someone exacts revenge for that.
Bringing justice. We got Sarah in Wisconsin. Is it Sarah?
Sarai.
Oh, let's take. Yeah, you're. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Who said it right?
The other guy, Sarai.
I'm other guy. Dan, another guy.
Dan and the other guy. Welcome back to Dan and the other guy.
Hey.
So you're a black woman who loves Last Dragon.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Vanity when I was a kid.
Yes, who wasn't?
She was so hot.
Oh my God, I just wanted to. Oh.
She was beautiful, and I was raised in a very conservatively religious family, so all those risky girls growing up, like Madonna and Vanity and Cyndi Lauper were my idols.
Okay. You know what's crazy? I didn't even think about this. Do you think there's a small chance, and again, a very small chance, that Vanity and Huey Lewis have fucked?
Oof, I see it. You know what, man? No, I'll tell you what. She fucked Action Jackson.
I mean, you can get your back blown out by Apollo Creed, but if anyone,
I think once you go to Apollo, you can't go back.
I think you can to Huey Lewis. He's got a baby arm. We're talking about Huey Lewis. We're not talking about the news.
Vanity had her whole and she flipped on a. She went the opposite route of you, Sarai. Vanity went she started off like full nude modeling and stuff. She did all kinds of shit, and then she went crazy religious.
Yeah, that's what they all do.
Yeah.
Sorry about my pussy. Hey, Jesus, sorry about my pussy.
Hey, geez, it's me, Vanity. Sorry I showed the whole thing.
Yeah, she was a Prince girl, too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, she didn't replace Apollonia. Did Apollonia replace her?
The Vanity 6 or something, right?
But she was a
Was it Apollonia later?
Yes, I think Apollonia replaced Vanity. Hey, welcome back to mid-'80s conversation. If you're listening to this and you weren't alive in the mid-'80s.
She was really hot, though. Was Bruce Leroy attractive?
Yes.
He was.
Gorgeous.
Shonuff was not, right?
No.
He looked ridiculous.
I bet that you could tell that's how damaged a woman was in the mid-'80s if she's like, you know who I want to fuck? Shonuff.
Shonuff.
I really want that Shonuff dick.
Not me. I get to fuck girls who are like, I want to fuck Eddie Arcadian. Or his fat. I want to get gangbanged by him and his fat bodyguard.
Hey, Eddie, who's your friend, Big J?
Does he want a test drive?
He can test drive me right in front of you.